humble will fundamentally change the way you live your life. And I'm going to give you 3 reasons why. But first, picture this. You walk through your life constantly putting yourself above others. You're never the wrong one in an argument. You never admit to your wrongdoings. You desperately try to grow a relationship with God, but you feel like every single prayer, every scripture you meditate in, every church service you go to isn't working. One question is constantly surfing through your mind. Why is nothing changing? Well, my friend, you are suffering from a commonly accepted attribute of today's society called pride. And in this video, I'm going to give you 3 reasons why ditching pride and embracing humility will fundamentally change the way you live your life. The first effect of being humble is a great increase in your ability to self-improve. But first, let's define pride and humility. Pride, simply put, is believing a lie. The lie that you can do it yourself, that you don't need help, that you have all the answers. Humility is quite the opposite. Humility is believing the truth. The truth that, yes, you are wrong sometimes, you're not always right, and you're not better than everybody else around you. However, a common misconception about being humble that a lot of people fall into is that in order to be humble, you must discredit achievements that are valuable to you in an effort to make yourself look not as good as everybody else. But this is far from the truth. You don't have to lessen your self-worth to be humble, but you do have to get real with yourself about what's wrong in your life and what you can improve. And this is where the fundamental aspect of self-improvement starts. The first step to fixing a problem is acknowledging that there's even a problem in the first place, which is where a lot of people already fail. However, when you aren't blinded by pride, you can see these problems. This means that you can also listen to constructive criticism, seek guidance, and be way more open to changing your life for the better. This attitude of being real with yourself when you're humble fosters both resilience and adaptability, as you're no longer afraid to admit when you're wrong or when you may not have all the answers. When you finally get to a part in your life where challenges are no longer a threat to your ego, but rather an opportunity to improve, your self-improvement journey will be dramatically expedited and you're going to be very happy with the results. If you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to hit the video so far and you find this information useful, please hit the like. If you're enjoying the video, like and consider subscribing. I feel so cringy saying this shit, bro. Holy shit. I feel like a cringe as a YouTuber saying this shit. If you're enjoying the video so far, water. If you're enjoying this video so far and you find this information useful, don't forget to hit that like button and consider subscribing for more self-improvement content. Another way that being humble will change your life lies in the ability to foster healthy relationships, both romantically and as a whole. I think I can speak for everybody watching this video when I say being around somebody who's constantly swallowed in pride is not a fun experience. The constant arrogance coupled with the feeling of never being right leads to an internal resentment that causes nothing but problems. I think I can also speak for everybody watching this video when I say you do not want to be this person, and being humble is a solution for somebody who doesn't want to be an arrogant piece of shit. I can't do that on the Christian channel, bro. I forgot. I can't say that. I can't say that. And being humble is the perfect solution for people who don't want to be swallowed by pride in their relationships. When a person practices humility in their relationships, they become more empathetic and more compassionate because they aren't putting themselves above the other person in their relationship. By being willing to listen and understand other perspectives in a relationship, a sense of mutual respect is fostered, as well as a deeper connection between you and the other person. Another big part of being humble lies in the ability to forgive the other person in a relationship. The Bible tells us in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 6, that love does not keep a record of wrongs. Okay, I just read the wrong line. That love finds no joy in unrighteousness, but rejoices in the truth. And this verse speaks on being humble and forgiving the other person in the relationship. This principle is crucial to understand because when you practice humility in a relationship, you're more likely to accept when you're wrong and seek reconciliation, valuing the status of your relationship more than just being right. By making others feel like they have a genuine connection and interaction with you, the health of your relationships around your whole life will improve drastically for the better. Finally, humility is not only something that will help you improve in your faith, it's a foundational aspect of it. Humility in biblical terms is accepting the fact that without God, you can do nothing, you are nothing, and you will never be able to do anything. This falls under the category of humility because, according to the Bible, that is the truth. And humility is simply the act of believing the truth. Humility is mentioned constantly throughout the Bible, both in the Old and the New Testament. One example of this is James chapter 4, verse 6, where he says, "But he gives greater grace. Therefore," he says, "God resists the proud, but gives grace unto the humble." Another example of this is in the same chapter, going down to verse 10, "Humble yourselves before the Lord, and he will exalt you." When you meditate yourself in scriptures like these, your faith will blossom into something that you have never thought possible. And I'm a living example of this. I have meditated in these scriptures, and I have learned about the grace of God and being humble through God. And my life has changed dramatically. Addictions that I've had in the past have gone away, and relationships across my whole life have improved, as well as me being happier with who I am as a person. When you embrace being humble, you let down your guard and let God into your life, giving him the ability to guide you and lead you through your life, which someone who is engulfed in pride would never be able to do, because they're too focused on themselves and not the person that really matters. This principle of humility in the Bible can directly explain why you might be feeling like your faith is stagnant or that your prayers never get answered. Being humble is also accepting the fact that you might be part of the problem and that there are steps that you can take to further your relationship with God. Because God is always with you. You just have to let him in by accepting that you aren't always going to be able to do it by yourself and that you aren't always right. Humility is a powerful force that impacts every single part of your life. It fosters personal growth, helps you improve your relationship with others, and allows you to grow your relationship with God and carry out his will. It happens so often in this world that pride is conceived as some great thing that will help you strive for your goals and feel better about yourself. But at the end of the day, all pride does is leave you feeling empty and unfulfilled. By growing in humility, you can turn the tide and finally gain that sense of fulfillment that you've been chasing your whole life. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel as more content like this will be coming out in the future. Thank you for watching, and this is Tegan from The Daily Struggle signing off. God bless.